What's up, it's your boy, I Know Mercy, the Mad Hatter, here to talk about the new Antman and The Wasp trailer that was just released a few days ago, and honestly, this seems like a really good first peek at what this movie is, and I really liked Antman, the first movie. It was a great movie, honestly. There was a whole issue with Edgar Wright of it, initially he was supposed to direct the movie, but then Marvel wanted him to incorporate a bunch of other stuff from outside Marvel movies, and he didn't like that. And I do respect that. And he stepped down, and they got a new guy, and he did fine. As it is, and this seems like it's gonna be just as good. I can't say anything about the new director because I don't know who it is, but so far this looks pretty good. It seems like it's continuing the story from Civil War, and Scott kind of feeling the fallout of siding with Cap on opposing the Sokovia Accords, and the thing is, it's actually been a few years since Civil War, so I'm curious, how that's actually gonna play in. Where's Scott been, what's he been doing, and it actually kind of brings up something that's a little that I think a few people were thinking about during Civil War. Where Wasp was, where Hope was when Scott went to help Cap. Because the trailer actually starts out with Scott asking Hope, if he had asked her to come with him, would she have said yes? And she's like, well, it's it doesn't really matter. It's in the past. We'll never. All that. It's what's done is done. We can't change that. But she does say that if he had brought her along, they wouldn't have gotten caught. Which I don't know if that's true, but okay. And then they do the whole thing, and it seems like, well, like I said, it's not just with Hope. It's his family, and it seems like the FBI are all over his ex-wife and his daughter's place, so they've probably been like the government's probably been observing them ever since Cap broke him and the other Avengers out of the raft. And again, I'm wondering what he's been doing this whole time. Like, did Cap break him out of the raft and he just went home and he's been under house arrest this entire time? I wouldn't imagine so, but I can't think of anything else he's been doing. We'll probably figure out more when they'll probably explain it in the actual movie, what he's been doing. But and they might actually, and I am wondering how Hank and Hope have been doing this whole time, because the government has to know that that Scott's suit is based on Hank Pym's technology. They fucking have to. There's enough people from S.H.I.E.L.D. left over, running shit to know, oh, that's the Ant-Man suit. Hank Pym made that. He probably knows something about this. So, that's gonna be a thing that has to be dealt with, and it is being dealt with because, Hope does say that she and Pym have been on the run, so, I think that's because of what Scott did. He does mention that he's kind of fucked everyone else over by screwing up, but I think that's what this is. It's I don't know. But there are a lot of cool things in this. We do finally get to see what the Wasp's suit looks like on Evangeline Lilly, and it looks great. It seems like they're actually kind of giving her a sort of like a practice solo mission, like there's a robbery, like a bank robbery or something, and they have Hope go in the Wasp suit by herself to deal with things. And it's actually kind of funny because Scott mentions, like, Scott is genuinely surprised when Hope shrinks and the wings come out, and he's like, "Wait, she has wings?" And Pym just says, "And blasters." And it's like, "Oh, I guess you didn't have that stuff when you were working on my suit." And Pym just says, "No, I did." So it's just like, and it makes sense. Like, he gives his daughter the better suit. Well, I mean, I guess the payoff is that the Ant-Man suit can grow, but the Wasp suit has like actual fucking weapons and can fly. So okay. As far as we can tell, it seems like the villain in this one is the Ghost, and that's gonna be interesting because Ghost is primarily an Iron Man villain, but but um, but he as far as I know, because I don't actually know that much about Ghost. I've seen him here and there in the comics, and what I'm mostly known from is the Iron Man Armored Adventure cartoon. So he seems like he's a hired gun for corporate espionage. So while yes, he is an Iron Man villain, the fact that he's going after Pym Tech would make sense, and I'm wondering how that's going to play into the overall story of this movie. Like, is it just gonna be Ant-Man and Wasp versus Ghost, or is there like a larger issue, and like there's another villain that's behind everything, and Ghost is just like that is just his enforcer, or the main threat they have to deal with before going after the bigger bad. That's kind of interesting in seeing how this plays in. We saw a brief shot of Lawrence Fishburne. I don't know who he would play, but like maybe he's the Ghost, maybe not. Probably not. But I'm curious where this is all going. And it seems like they're doing a lot of really cool things with the growing and shrinking technology. It actually seems like they're going to try and explore the quantum realm. You know, the thing that Scott was stuck in at the end of the last movie, and Hank says Janet Van Dyne, the original Wasp, was stuck in the last movie, and that's why she disappeared. So I'm not sure where this is all going, like how the quantum realm is gonna play into things, what role Ghost is gonna have, if he's the main villain or if he's just working for the main villain, you know, that sort of thing. But like I said, there's a lot of cool visual stuff. Like Hank actually shrinks an entire building and then carries it off like a suitcase on wheels, which is funny. And there's another scene, quite possibly the best scene in the entire trailer is they're being chased by a dude on a motorcycle. So Hope like fucking throws a Hello Kitty Pez dispenser and then makes it grow. That's fucking awesome. This movie's gonna be a lot of fun. It's probably not gonna be like the most important thing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe this year. I mean, you got Black Panther, you got fucking Infinity War, so yeah, those two are gonna probably be the big things. But Ant-Man and Wasp, yeah, I can totally dig this. Like, it's gonna be a nice, fun little thing. You know, build up the MCU a little bit more. We get to see Hope have an expanded role in the story. You know, I'm gonna be real. I actually kind of didn't like the fact that Hope and Scott got together at the end of the movie. it seemed like it kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, I know there were hints of it, and you can say, oh, they were building up to it, and she was warming up to him and stuff like that. I honestly feel like they could have left Hope and Scott just friends and partners and left it at that. Like, they didn't have to start a relationship, and this one could have just been two friends working together instead of a couple working. Whatever. That's just me. I didn't like, they have good enough. Like, Evangeline Lilly and Paul Rudd have good enough quality, so okay, fine, whatever. I don't feel like that came. I just kind of crammed that in the last second, you know. Alright. By No Mercy, the Mad Hatter. I'll see y'all later.